Next we have the ukulele. We want to make sure it's in tune first, and that's what I'm going to go over with you today. So we've got our 4 strings here. This is a standard ukulele, and so we're going to turn on our tuner. We're going to tune the first note to the note G. Always loosen the string and then come back up to the note. Now we have the C string. You can see I was a little sharp that time. Now we have the E string and the A string. Now after you tune, of course, we go through a second time. Make sure all the notes are perfectly in tune. These two are a little sharp. And there we go. Now we have the ukulele in tune. You can do this with any standard guitar tuner or with a piano or whatever kind of guide you want. Now once I have the ukulele tuned up, first chord I always like to go to is a C chord. It's the most easy chord to remember. It's just one finger right here on the 3rd fret of the A string. I'll just warm up my strums a little bit. And then I might go through and do a little song, something like, let's see. No more, it cannot wait. I'm yours. Hey, hey, hey. There you go. There's a little bit of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Now, the chords for that song, I'm just going to teach you right now, and we'll keep chugging it along here. So we've got the C chord, which then goes into a G chord, then an A minor, and an F. This is what I call a 4-chord progression. There are a lot of 4-chord progressions out there. You should familiarize yourself with many of them. I like to, with the ukulele, kind of gravitate toward the key of C, the key of G, or the key of F. But really, you can do them with any key. And this is a good way to kind of get your chords going, is just by going through and holding them down. And what I always like to tell my students is when you're holding your chord, make sure you're getting the sound out of every string. If you get what I call a thunk, something like that, where you have a finger on the string, but maybe it's a little buzzy, maybe don't have your finger on it quite right, you want to make sure you adjust those fingers so they're only touching the strings you want with the very tippy tips of the fingers, the bony part of the finger. And you want to make sure they're coming straight down onto the string so they're not touching any of their neighbors. And once you do all that, you should be able to get a nice sustained sound out of each and every string for each and every chord that you do. And that's a little lesson on ukulele. Hope you enjoyed.